to take one small item of the argument, but a crucial one. It's been argued in this amendment, and several speakers have said, that a tax-cutting agenda of the kind we've suggested is at the expense of fighting poverty and inequality. Now, I've seen no evidence that government spending as a whole reduces inequality, but let me just take one area where it obviously does. Gordon Brown has generated a vast state machine which takes in billions of taxation, much of it from the low-paid, and then it gives it back in tax credits and pension credits. Let's just reflect how this system works. First of all, you fill in some complicated forms. 30% of pensioners, many low-paid workers never get past that stage. They never get into the system. Okay, you get into the system, they send off the forms, they lose it. Okay, this happens anyway, it happens in private enterprise, it gets lost. You have a problem, serious problem, something wrong with the numbers. You go down to the social, they now call it Job Centre Plus. You ask for an interview, no, sorry, ring the helpline. You ring the helpline, it's engaged, 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 and it's not engaged, it rings, it rings, it rings, and if you've got real stamina, you get the helpline, but they can't help. They promise to ring back, but they don't ring back. And you've got a problem. They're not paying you enough. You have hardship, sometimes for a prolonged period of time. Even worse, you're overpaid. You don't know you're being overpaid because it's very complicated. So you're overpaid for months. And then you get a letter from the government saying, you've been overpaid £2,000 and we want the money back. But you haven't got the money because you thought you were a bit better off, so you gave the kids a holiday and you bought a sofa. So you can't pay them back, so they send in the bailiffs. And when the bailiffs are at the door, you're not sitting there thinking, isn't it great that we've got a progressive government that's raising taxes to fight poverty and reducing the Gini coefficient of income inequality? Because I'm afraid these are the experiences of millions of low-paid people. And what I think they're saying to us is, please, would you give us a bit more freedom to spend the money that we have earned? And pensioners are saying, would you give us a bit more freedom to spend the money that we have saved? And I'm asking you to give us the freedom of scope, don't buy our hands, to set out an agenda which is genuinely progressive, committed to public services, but involves significant tax cuts. And I assure Duncan Grack, in a year's time, in the run-up to an election, we will have detailed costings. We're not so irresponsible as not to do that. But it would be stupid to spell out detailed arithmetic. We don't know what's going to happen to the economy in the next year. We don't know what the government's going to do. So we're presenting to you a concept, a philosophy, an attractive, progressive and radical one that I hope you will support and vote down this amendment. Thank you.